My name is John Warner, and I'm the founder of Ideas in Action.
Ideas in Action is a platform for people to interact in new ways. We accomplish this through what we call adventures. Think of an adventure as the world's greatest field trip. They're hosted by volunteers from the community to give anyone who signs up access to unique people, places, and information. We facilitated hundreds of adventures with thousands of people. Adventures that are open to anyone and everyone, and they're changing the way we learn and engage with each other.
The idea was create exciting stuff for people to do with their spare time. You go do something where you actually learn and you're able to see something that's fascinating and actually see it firsthand. So that's where we came up with the idea of adventures.
The people that went on this adventure flew in the helicopter over the ecosystem of Boston and saw the watershed. And they were families. They were kids and dads. So often when kids go to school, they learn in isolation from their dad. For Richard and his son, this was a real bonding experience.
It's really a hands-on, unique experience to have. And it's really taking a deeper look into social environments and into the speaker's own world so that we're able to see what they do rather than just seeing it on stage.
Laparoscopic surgery is a game changer. It's minimally invasive and it can really help people in the developing world. So we got 25 people together to use the tools that surgeons use to do this. And it was fascinating to have some kids who were gamers to see if their gaming agility and skills translated into surgery. And the guy who led it had done 8,000 laparoscopic surgeries, and it was eye-opening for many people.
There's some problems in this world that we're not going to succumb to just a neat idea, a great idea. You have to convert the idea into action. We have this global network of dedicated organizers in over 160 countries. So why not tap into an existing network of committed, crazy people, because that's truly what organizers are, to do some real good.
So the Red Sox is really interesting, and we did an adventure there, but the person we asked to do it was a former first assistant to the Attorney General, was a former president of the Harvard Law Review, and he had just been hired to be the lawyer for John Henry, the owner of the Red Sox. And so instead of getting a typical tour of where Babe Ruth sat and what happened at Pesky's pole, we got the tour talking about the business side of baseball. I think at the time, Dave had never been asked to give a tour, but he was certainly qualified to give interesting information.
We're discovering new models for people to learn now. And part of it is that rather than people being taught at, people are learning how to teach themselves and to pull information out of their communities and being able to show people just how much magic there is behind the walls of buildings that people see all the time, but maybe never get to go in. We all are inherently curious. We all want to learn. We all want to know things. And it's amazing to start to turn the educational model into one where we're the ones that are pulling the information out.
I've loved doing this, and I do this because if it's done, other people can feel they have permission to do it. Other people can believe that it's worth doing. I think it can become a new way of how we as a society make meaning of the world.
As TED began with ideas worth spreading, the next evolution will have to be ideas in action, because that's the fundamental way to change the world. And the TEDx community will be the catalyst to cause that change.